clock and stand for the pledge, please. Call meeting order.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Any additions or corrections to the minutes of November 6th? Hearing none, I have a motion to accept.
So moved.
Second?
Any other further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Good motion to accept the financial report and payment of the bills.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Any amendments, Steve?
No, none tonight.
Okay. Lewis, have a proclamation?
Proclamation of Municipal Government Works, a proclamation of the Mayor and Commissioner of the Town of Elkton declaring the month of November 2013 Municipal Government Works Month in the Town of Elkton, Maryland. Whereas the Town of Elkton was incorporated in 1787, whereas Maryland is the home to 156 other municipalities, where municipal government represents the most responsible level of government, allowing citizens to have direct access to elected officials, and whereas in an effort to educate citizens about municipal government and the importance of their participation, the Town of Elkton is proud to promote municipal government awareness. And whereas municipalities have enhanced the quality of life for their respective residents by maintaining natural and historic sites and structures and helping to make Maryland a great place to live, work, play, and explore. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Commissioner of the Town of Elkton hereby proclaim the month of November 2013 Municipal Government Works Month in the Town of Elkton, witness whereof our hands and seals set this day, 20th day, November 2013.
Okay, do I have a motion to accept proclamation P 2013?
So moved.
Second?
Any other further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Okay. Patriots Glen Golf Course.
Good evening.
How are you?
My name is Lori Van Sickle, and this is my husband, Mike Van Sickle. And we have put in a bid at Patriots Glen Golf Course to be the new owners. And we first thank you very much for having us here this evening. We thought it'd be a nice opportunity to introduce ourselves to you and let you know that we're committed to obviously bringing the golf course back and making it a viable business for the town of Elkton and for the community that it serves in the whole Elkton area. I did bring a copy of our resumes that I'll leave with you, Mr. Mayor, so that you can review and if you have any questions for us. But we just wanted the opportunity to tell you a little bit about our background. We both have a strong background in golf operations. Mike is a professional chef by training, but he also manages a golf course, pro shop. We ran the DuPont Country Club Golf Shop for over 12 years, worked with the LPGA tournament, and now we're anxious and excited to continue and have this opportunity to be the new owners of Patriots Glen Golf Course. So we're just here because it's going to take a collaborative effort on all of the different facets, but be it the community, the town of Elkton, we think, to get this golf course back on the right track.
When do you anticipate trying to get everything back together again?
Well, our plan right now is we're in a 30-day due diligence period. Our superintendent has visited the property already, but we're hoping to be open for business. Now, it would be weather dependent by May of 2014. We hope to take ownership before the end of the year, though, to be able to market it properly and be on site potentially to reintroduce ourselves to the community and the HOA.
I figure there's a lot of work to be done though, too, out there. Well, that's good news. Very good. Get something back up and running again and then be ready for the new season.
Absolutely, and we feel it's a vital, we looked on the top 10 attractions in Elkton, and the golf course was in that top 10 list. So we're excited to work with all of you and the community and get it back going.
Well, we'd love to have it back up, you're right, because when it first came, it was very successful and was doing very well. And it does a big draw for the town, it brings people into town. So it was very nice to get this thing back and running again. So, good. Anybody have any questions? Or we do have a golf player here.
Yeah, I'm looking at our official golf player.
I'd like to welcome you here, and we should get here soon. And hope everything, no, they just saying that if they ever saw me play golf, they'd probably run away from me. But anyway, I just wanted to say I hope everything works out for you, and hope we can get things up and running for you.
Thank you very much.
Any help you need, please feel free to ask. I'd be happy
That's
to
the
help.
golfer down the end
Get
there.
out for marketing, whatever you need.
I know. Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, we'll leave a couple copies of our resumes with our contact information. And if any of you have any questions going forward, please feel free to contact us directly.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward
Thanks, Connor.
to the grand opening again.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yes.
Super.
Thanks so much for your time.
Very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Ken, Southern Trent.
You got it.
Good evening, Mayor, Council.
Ken?
Well, that's pretty exciting news.
Now you get back to golf again.
There's another golf.
Yeah. They're
No,
the guys that help
I miss
sponsor
Patriots Glen.
golfing course.
We'll get them a membership application.
There you go. First one.
That's a great course. I haven't seen the Mayor and Council in a couple months, so, but I'm gonna make this brief, so. I wanted to just give you an update on the water and wastewater facilities for August and September, for the most part. Both systems are operating great. They're operating terrific. The wastewater treatment plant for both months average, total nitrogen at 2.0 going out of the plant, and BOD 3, spent solids less than 3. Phosphorus about 0.05 milligram per liter. So the plant is performing very well. The last couple months, we've been doing a lot of maintenance at the wastewater treatment plant. We've done a lot of maintenance on the dryer, on the sludge dryer system. We've had to replace bearings on the RK rotor on the dryer. That was a significant maintenance item. We've also replaced bearings on the aerators in the reactor. And we've just about completed that. We have maybe 3 more rotors to do, and that'll be completed. And one of the things we found was the bearings on the aerators were, well, we found this to be true pretty much on all the bearings that we've had to replace. Now the plant's been online, I guess we're in our 6th year now, 5 years, in 09. So we're probably 5 years. We found that a lot of the bearings were light duty bearings, and so we replaced the bearings with heavy duty bearings, so they should last longer. We had a gentleman from Fenton company come out when we did the work on the dryer to make sure, supervise the work, and he told us that we can expect to do this every 5 years. It's typical for the dryer, and I guess it's because of the weight factor, so much weight on the bearings. But anyway, we have been replacing bearings with heavy duty bearings, so that maybe we get more than 5 years, maybe we get 10 years out of it, or maybe longer. Another thing about the bearings on the reactor, they weren't sealed bearings. So we're replacing all of them with all the bearings with sealed bearings. I thought that was not right, you know, with all the moisture and because they sit right, you know, sometimes the water gets up into the bearings, you know, in the reactor, so it's not good. But anyway, so hopefully we're going to resolve that. We had an inspection at the water plant in, I believe it was September. It went real well with MDE was at the plant. It went real well. And we had a audit of both the water and wastewater facilities from Severn Trent. Severn Trent, they have a program where they do internal audits of all their facilities. And every year they do maybe 10 of the first audits. And they did our both Elkton water and wastewater facilities audited. So we're working with Severn Trent to correct any deficiencies or action items. It was pretty in-depth audit, so they came up with some things I had no idea that I was like, really? So anyway, but they're very stringent. Like give you an idea, they require us to have the latest edition of standard methods on site. Well, you know, we had a standard edition of standard methods. It was about 5 years old, but we had to have the latest edition. So, I mean, they're very stringent. So, that should give you an idea. I want to let you know we have a a tour lined up with Oxford High School in about 2 weeks. We're going to tour the water and wastewater plant.
Good.
And that's coming up, and see, that's probably about it. I mean, we've been very busy, but things are going good. Of course, you know, 279 is offline, and getting ready to start painting it. And that taking it offline went very well. We've had it offline now for several weeks, and we haven't had any problems with pressure in the service area at all. So it went very well.
Good.
And also the upgrades of the Warner Road and Patriots Glen and the Meadows pumping stations, that work's been completed, and they've been online now for several weeks, and they're doing pretty good too. They're doing fine. So that was a good project. It went very smoothly. I mean, Eastern States, I guess that was the name of the contractor. They did an excellent job. And the engineering and the contractor, it just was very good contract.
Well, good. One of the main things still holding up is our odor problem, and all these years, it's been working fine. It looks like we made the right decision to
Absolutely.
get rid of that odor. So it's
The improvements that you
complaints
made,
at all since we've had the plant,
Took care of that.
and that's really good.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
of the main things we want to make sure we eliminated.
Yeah, but I mean,
The
plus,
plant's doing its job. It's doing well.
I mean, the plant is not only that, but it's putting out, you know, the effluent leaving that facility is. There's probably, I would say, there's probably not a plant in the state that's putting out that quality of effluent going out into the bay. So I mean, the loading coming out of that plant, it's really minuscule. Really, yeah, I'll give you the yearly loadings, you know, in about 2 more months at the end of the year. I'll give you the total pounds of nitrogen and phosphorus that we've discharged, but it's a fraction of the allowable amount. You know what I'm saying? So it's really, I think it's something to be very proud of. The town, our residents should be very proud of the facilities they have.
Good. Very good. Anybody have any other questions?
The tour that you're gonna have for Oxford High School, is that a science, biology, chemistry class, or what is it?
Yeah, it's an environmental
Environmental
class.
science.
Yes, exactly.
So how long, or what is the normal amount of time a tour would entail?
Well, on the wastewater, if we just do one plant, it's going to be 2 to 3 hours. I would say with both facilities, it'll be at least 4 hours. It'll be half a day. This is cool. We've given lots of tours, but we've only one time when we gave a tour for both the water and wastewater in one day was we did a Fair Hill Nature Center came down, and they were young children. I would say they were like 10 years, 11 years old. but they really enjoyed it, and they got to see where it all starts, the drinking water, and the way, and then, I think I like doing it that way, because then you get the full picture.
Has have the county utilized the plant facility at all? The county schools, the local schools that are.
Some have, yeah.
Some have.
Some have. Not as much as I would like, but we have had some tours.
Okay, thanks.
I think the last time you mentioned that, one of the board members recommended you get a lot of pictures and put them on our website. So
I did send pictures that we have taken. I sent them over to Michelle at the
try to
Corona.
capture a lot of that this time.
Yeah.
That's good. Very good.
That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have one quick question. The audit that you just had done, that Severn Trent did, how often is that type of audit?
They probably won't audit the Elkton facilities. I would think it probably 10 years. You know, I mean.
Something like that intense?
Like I say, this year they audited, I believe it was close to 10 facilities, including Elkton. So it's not, they didn't just do ours. I mean, it's just they're,
They must have a cycle.
yeah,
that they-
all over the country.
Yeah.
And they have a technical services division. I guess, you know, Jim Beckstrom, he's part of that, the engineering part of it, but they have a group of people, and that's all they do is they go around and they audit and the facilities to make sure that they're not that they're it's not. See, I don't know how to really explain it. I mean, the facilities could be doing an outstanding job, but they go everything with such a like a microscopic view. I mean, they look at they know the law, the EP, all the requirements, whereas you know we may not know all the laws. So it was good. It was a good learning experience. But really, it could be anything. You know, like for instance, just it could be like when I took them to Well 3. You know, we did a lot of upgrades at Well 3, for instance. You know, we put in all new chemical feed system there for Well 3, because I showed you guys pictures of the work that we did. And we put in a shower, emergency shower there. It never had an emergency shower before, so we put in it made a lot of improvements there. Well, when I gave the tour to Marie Davis, who was one of the auditors of Well 3, they cleaned up I told them, you know, I want you guys make sure that the well house is clean, and because I'm going to have a tour there tomorrow. And well, they had moved a trash barrel, and they moved it in front of the eye wash shower, and of course they got me on that one. But little things like that. So
That's to meet their
they looked at
expectations.
all
that's
kind of
it.
safety items
Right.
that could have been. It didn't matter how, you know. So it was nothing to move the barrel. I moved it that when I was there, but they still listed it in the report. So,
That's good,
but it was good for us.
Yeah.
Good for us. So it's making it better.
right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey Ken, how's well number 2 coming along?
Well, it's very good. I met with KCI, and I took them to. It was actually a group of engineers. It was about 4 or 5 engineers from KCI, and we went to Well 3, and I showed them the improvements that we had made at Well 3 and at Well 1. And I sort of then we went and showed them Well 2 they sort of got to see the houses, the surrounding houses, because they want to make sure the building fits nicely. You know, that it doesn't. You know, they said, well, we can make it look almost like a garage type thing, so it'll blend in really nice. It won't be an eyesore or something like that. And so they had some good ideas, and I gave them a list of items that I would like to see in Well 2 that would make it easy to operate. and that type of thing. So we had a great meeting, and so just this past Friday, I got a email from Lewis and KCI on a preliminary schematic of what they're proposing, what they want to engineer, and we reviewed that, and everything looked very good. On the preliminary schematic looks terrific. So I think, I'm just pleased as can be that the town's moving forward on this. And then, of course, well 5 was a pretty good, there's good water there too, so hopefully next year we can tackle that one too. So I'm very pleased that things are going very well.
Good, good. All right, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, thank
So
you.
when you having your Christmas party, because this is November, Earl Planner wants to know.
I will let you know, I'm not sure what day Christmas falls on this year yet. Wednesday?
Christmas is on his list.
Yeah, let you know later, Earl.
Thanks, Ken, for answering that for me.
And we're gonna have cream and crab soup. So you all
Thanks
have
for asking, right?
Okay.
Okay, Lou.
The ordinance 10, 2013 is presented tonight for adoption, was introduced on the 16th and discussed at the workshop last week. We haven't made any additional changes to it since the discussion at the workshop. This ordinance amends several areas of the ordinance under housing standards, but principally addresses the issues of condemnation and the process by which the town could declare unfit or unsafe houses or structures, for that matter, unsafe, and then the process by which the town could either have the owner do restoration and bring it into code, or to have the property ultimately demolished, depending on the circumstances. I would recommend that the board accept ordinance 10, 2013 for adoption tonight. And it'll go into effect, I think, December 5th. December 5th.
Okay. Do I have a motion to accept ordinance 10, 2013, chapter 15.16, housing standards?
So move.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Goes into effect the 10th of December.
Okay.
That's the only thing I have.
I don't have any old business, so everything, Mary Jo?
No old business.
No old
I have
business?
none.
Any old business, Charles?
No, sir.
Commissioner Hicks?
I guess old business, I was reading through your notes, but I wanted to, kind of ask the status of the virtual town hall. Has that gone underway or gotten started yet?
He's supposed to be contacting you, I believe. That's on the way.
It's on the way?
Yep.
I'm sorry, the video, the virtual town hall?
The video?
Yeah, they have started it.
They have, okay.
And most of the filming is complete. They're now going around selling advertisement for it.
Okay. Will we have an opportunity to review?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it has a lot of, they just shot some footage of different places, so it has to be edited. I mean, it's not,
Okay,
they're looking more towards the first of the year.
okay, great,
That'd be nice. Really nice.
okay. I've been reading, a little bit more about the mayor's drug task force, and also kind of what I read in the paper about the high intensity drug trafficking program, and was just wanting to know if that's something that might be part of it, or.
When I was in there, we're gonna work towards that. We're trying to group everybody together, and getting those groups together, and then we're gonna try to start expanding and getting our committees formed and get everything together.
Okay, okay. And will you guys, I know that your program specifically kind of is going after like 18-year-olds and more and older. Are we specifically, can we also try to address some kind of way the like the middle-aged kids or teenagers? Because I really feel like we kind of keep circumventing that, and I know that's a huge dropout area, and I'd just like to not skip that.
No, that was mentioned. In fact, the mayor of Chesapeake City did bring that factor up about the schools and younger kids. So he's into that too.
Okay.
And if I may, Commissioner Hicks, I actually met with the county executive today discussing that.
Okay.
And they're looking at a lot of different aspects, prevention starting at the young age,
Yeah.
of rehabilitation, the whole thing. It's probably going to take a while, but there's going to be a lot of different things in that.
Okay. Okay.
And we will be working with them as well. But it's all going to take a team effort, and everybody has to get involved.
Okay. No question about that. All right. Thanks.
That's it? Okay. Well, I don't have any new business. The only thing I'd like to do is just wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and just don't eat too much. Okay? And just have a good one. Mary Jo, any?
I have a couple things. The holidays are coming up, and there is a lot of things going on in town. I just want to mention real quick, but pass it on. We are doing Cash for Christmas again this year. It's a $500 first place for the person that spends the most downtown. $250 for anybody that spends anything and just takes their receipts in. We'll draw $250, and then a merchant's gift basket for the third place winner. So that's it already started through December 20th. Every Friday there is something going on, the lighting of the tree, horse and carriage rides, there's carolers, there's a lot this year, so please stop down. And the other thing I did want to request, I know our next workshop is the budget meeting, and I am actually doing a presentation to the Department of Social Services at 5 o'clock that night regarding the drug issues and prevention for young children. So if I could possibly request, I don't want to miss this workshop. It's very, very important. I think that we're all here. If it could be scheduled for the following night or perhaps a luncheon earlier in the day, I just do not want to miss this, but unfortunately I do have this previous engagement. The workshop is December the 11th. I would really appreciate anyone's thought on that and if it was possible.
If everybody's available. In December, it's kind of, I don't know if everybody's going to be available. I guess we'd have to figure out if everybody's going to be available.
Why don't we look at the next night, if that's what you propose, and then we can look at our schedules and contact Michelle and see if it would be appropriate for everybody, if that's what you want to do.
That's fine.
Because I'm not sure yet, but
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you're talking about moving from a
Wednesday to a Thursday. I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay.
And last, I want to wish everyone a very happy holiday and happy Thanksgiving. And the turkeys, that was right. Oh, I do have two other things, I'm sorry. Our Christmas house contest, the decorating contest, are we going to do that again this year?
Do we have a Santa Claus thing?
I do not have a
Mystery
Secret
Santa
Santa this year. They did not come forward to donate the cash prize, but I know we very much enjoy that. The people that submit enjoy it, and Rising Sun's doing it now. I think a lot of the towns are catching on. So I did want to bring that up.
Oh, good, good. So, are we gonna do it?
Well,
Do we have any?
I would love to. Seize funds maybe for the prize. Go into the seize funds.
In the past, Commissioner Jablonski would forwarded us the cash donation from the Secret Santa.
Yeah.
The budget amendment was done in order to budget the 3 awards that were given out.
And you can get four
But
funded
she
for
said
$1.
they didn't come. They
You said
didn't
you
come
want
The person
forward
did
this
not
year.
come forward this year, as of yet.
Rough.
You got it.
Well, we could do that.
Cash awards, what are they?
But just $100.
It was $100.
They-
It was $100.
$100.
No, it's 50, 30, and
50, 30, and 20.
$20
Yeah.
First, second,
30 and
third.
20?
He
Yeah,
said
first, second, third prize is 50, 30, and 20.
We can get it out of the funds,
God.
you know, okay?
There is
Let's
that
do it, okay.
funds.
We'll do it that way.
we get a consensus, I'll do a budget amendment. Allow for the one
All right, we can do that.
From
Yeah.
what, the C's funds?
We can do
But
that.
that's the desire. yeah.
Yep,
Well, we can look at other options too.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't restrict yourself, but the important thing is you want to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and get it out.
The
to the
decision is
public.
that it's going forward. We'll
Yeah.
worry about that.
All right.
Then the prizes will be,
So I make a motion to take out C's
He's
funds.
gonna come up with
I'll
some.
second.
Right, Lois?
Do we need a
I'm sorry?
Were you looking at other things? Do you want a motion for that, for the funds, or you said you were looking at something?
Let me, I mean,
He's gonna work on
options.
something. Okay, he's gonna work with something.
Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay, nothing.
Thank
Could be more than 50% out there.
There could be.
You done?
Louis, what's the update?
And the turkeys, are we gonna vote on the turkey?
She already
Oh,
has.
that's supposed to be,
Yeah, I passed down.
oh, it was?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
I've got the turkeys.
you have the turkeys. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then we'll wait for
Turkeys
Commissioner
are
Hicks.
coming.
all right. That's coming down the line, so, okay. All
Now I'm
right,
done.
all right, okay, Charlie, you're all right.
Louis, what's the status of Craig Trostle?
He's on medical leave.
I know that. But
That's all, he's on medical leave.
I don't think he can, per se, take a law.
yeah, I understand that, but you know, you do whatever, there's got to be some way to say that. Number one, I've also noticed that there's been a decrease in foot traffic downtown. That's a plus. At least that's what I've seen when I've gone through there. Louis, you had also mentioned something about the trees outside here on North Street being rectified some kind of way. Is that still in process?
We're considering it for the spring, not in the winter. So we can plant, if we plant new trees, it should be in the spring.
So you're going to remove the ones outside, put new trees in, that's what your intention is?
That would be the thing to do, because they're too big.
Okay, do is decorate.
And last but not least, I again want to thank everybody for signing the certificate for my daughter. I was in San Antonio, Texas on Friday when she had her military retirement, and it was nice to see the certificates, one from the President of the United States and one from the government of the state of Texas, one from the government of the state of Maryland, and the town of Elkton was there, so thanks for that. That was a proud moment.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And your name was on it too, Mayor, was on it.
That's good. Shame you couldn't have been down there and visit the, November 22nd is the President Kennedy's 50th anniversary. If you didn't, I don't know if you got a chance to ever see his.
That was in Dallas. We probably was an hour away from Dallas from that point.
Okay. Commissioner Hicks?
Yes. Louis, I know I emailed you earlier, I believe, about the wording of the parking meter stickers. What did we decide on that?
You just wanted to have holidays at the end of it.
Oh, yeah, you're okay with that?
It already says holidays on there, so I can word it any way you want, but the
the new
meter
stickers.
effective times will still be 8 a.m. to 4
Okay.
p.m., not 4:30 like it says on it now. And the ordinance calls for Monday through Saturday, except Sundays and holidays, so I'll put it in that time.
I only did mine.
All right, thank you. And Steve, I was just wanting to know, did we get any further on the refi?
I'm waiting for a call or an email. Had a lengthy discussion last Thursday morning, expecting a rate to be forwarded at the end of that day or the end of the next day, which was the next Friday. This is Wednesday, I haven't heard anything yet.
Okay. All right, that's it. Thank you.
That's it? Okay, Becky?
I'm Rebecca McKinney, and I'm from Cecil County. Born and raised in Cecil County. I've been here, there, and everywhere in Cecil County. I've never met excuse me, have never met a mayor in my lifetime that won't listen to nothing a person says. And yes, you can look. And number one, I know I have told him 3 or 4 times about the drug activities. I know I've told him where they're at. And you know what? The police officer that we have sitting right there does a very good job. He should have been the mayor, or he should have been the chief a long time ago, because the one we had was no good. You can't do a job without doing it right. You can't put your shoes on the left feet if they need on the right foot. Okay, the problem is, Mayor and the commissioners, we had a kind of a problem last night. It wasn't a good one. It was very nasty. We are trying to open bingo at the night of Columbus, so the seniors will have something to do. In this town, we have one place to go that don't sell beer and liquor, and that's Lions, and they have a new cook, which is my girlfriend, and she can cook anything you want. She has homemade chicken and dumplings.
Where's that at, Becky?
Lions drugstore. And now we're having strawberry pancake, blueberry, and date nuts. Everything is gone for a low price money, and the seniors does get a 10% discount.
Good.
So I'm trying to help her. I've been with her for like 20 years. I belong to the Knight of Columbus, and I am trying to help her think up some new ideas. And we have picked up a lot of business for breakfast and a lot of business for lunch. Mary Jo was there today, and she knows it was packed. We picked up a lot. Now, we do have a problem with Road 14, very bad problem. 252 on Road 12 has a serious problem. And Road 5, if you go down Road 5, right, go past it, it's the right house on the corner. I don't believe where there's children, and I hope you all go along with me, that we should have a gun, or guns, and sell dope. I don't think we should do that. That is the wrong place for me, especially, to know they're doing it. Because I will call the state, and they will lose their children in no time at all. I don't play. You're selling drugs, you're doing them, you have a gun, it's illegal unless it's registered. And it's not registered, they should show 10 years in jail. Not, oh, Judge, I've been good, can I please have, just 5 years, I have children. Well, if you have children, then behave yourself. My Uncle Jimmy McKinney is a judge at his age. None of us give up. We'll fight till it comes true.
So what do you think we can do to help out, Becky?
Do what?
What do you think we can do to help out that situation?
The vote, I think we can do a lot. I don't have a car, I'd be sitting down there taking pictures. I have taken pictures of different people. I know right where they live to. Every one of them. One lives at 178. And exactly where they live, I know what house they're in, exactly what they're doing. But when it comes to having children, it's a serious problem. To beat them with a board or threaten them with a gun. If you can't be the father, then turn them over to somebody else. Because I'll have you know, I done turned over 2 families. And I'll turn over more if I have to.
Okay, Becky. Okay.
So, and Joe, I definitely think it's your place to help the commissioners help me clean this up.
We're going
I mean,
fine.
we can afford 4 brand new cars, but we can't afford to have somebody go there and sit once in a while in a plain car. But we can afford 4 brand new cars. That's a lot of money, Joe.
Okay.
And you had to be the head of it. You're the mayor. A lot of money to waste. You gotta think of the children in this town that has nothing to do. We, as Mary Jo and myself, and a lot of other ones, we do what we can for everybody. It's not just the children.
We appreciate that.
And we love everybody. But sometimes you don't think I love you, but I do. It's only when the madness comes out is when you're going to catch it.
Okay, okay.
Now, I appreciate you helping out with the commissioners and the officer.
Will do.
And don't buy new cars.
Okay. Do you have anything else?
Thank you, Beck.
You gonna go to the meeting?
Yeah,
You gonna do something?
I'd like to, yes, I'd like to call for a closed session.
Second motion.
Motion and second. For what purpose?
Purpose to discuss, personnel.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. All those in favor? Aye. We will not be reconvening.